Hello and welcome to the New Jersey Morning Show. I'm Dina Delisa Gonser in for Cara DeFalco.
And I'm Mike Favetta. Thanks for joining us. We have some news updates from around the state for you now. At a rally in Greensboro, North Carolina, Donald Trump claimed he is making a move for New Jersey, despite losing the state by over 10 points in both 2016 and 2020. Trump also made claims about the crowd sizes at his recent events, stating he drew over 107,000 attendees at a New Jersey rally.
In New Jersey, Trump has historical ties through his former Atlantic City casinos. Despite trailing Harris in both New Jersey and New York, Trump has expressed intentions to compete in both states, with a rally scheduled at Madison Square Garden in the coming days.
A juvenile suspect was arrested in Gloucester Township after allegedly carjacking and assaulting a pizza delivery driver at the Millbridge Apartments on Sunday evening. Police say the suspect placed a fake order, assaulted the driver while pretending to search for money, and fled in the victim's car.
During the escape, the suspect crashed into two other vehicles before abandoning the car and attempting to flee on foot. Officers apprehended the juvenile near Emerson Court after a brief pursuit. The suspect faces multiple charges, including robbery, carjacking, and motor vehicle theft. No injuries were reported in the incident. New Jersey is announcing new ways to make public transportation more accessible for residents. Here to give us more information is Assemblyman Michael Inganamort. Welcome to the show.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for joining us, Mike. So tell us more about the new program. It serves elderly and disabled residents who don't have previous access to transit services?
That's exactly what it does. What this really comes down to is access. And if you're from a part of New Jersey that's not on a New Jersey transit line, let's say, it's important to get a sense of the map here. New Jersey is served primarily in its more urban and suburban areas by light rail. These are the New Jersey transit trains that, have frankly not been providing very reliable service. That's a topic for another show. But those rail lines are complemented or augmented by New Jersey transit buses that stretch a little bit further out into the suburbs. But there's a third element here, and this is the focus of the bill, that specifically serves New Jerseyans who have mobility issues, either because they're a senior citizen or they have a specific disability. And what the state of New Jersey provides these folks who need to get around, like the rest of us, is called the Access Link vans. Now, these three transportation options all work together pretty well: the trains, the buses, and the Access Link vans. But they still don't reach far enough out into the rural and other suburban parts of this state. The places I represent in Sussex County, Morris County, Warren County. I'm in Chester Borough today. This service is just not available to our residents. So we came up with a solution. It's something that we came up with together with different stakeholders. It's a bipartisan bill that is now a law, alongside my colleagues, Assemblyman Karabinchak from Middlesex County, Assemblyman Calabrese from Bergen County. And what we decided was that those Access Link vans, if we're not going to extend their service, we should at least give them some creative options to reach the New Jerseyans who need their service. Specifically, this law allows the Access Link vans to contract directly with private entities, whether that's taxi cabs, Ubers, Lyfts, you name it, to get these seniors and disabled folks around. So it's common sense. It's why I think it passed the legislature unanimously, why the governor signed it, certainly. And I'm very excited to see these offerings come to fruition.
So now you've mentioned some partnerships that you've made to make this possible. Could you be a little bit more specific about who you teamed up with to achieve this?
Well, it was constituents in our districts. We've been talking to a number of constituents, in my case, in the northwest part of the state, who, in this case, primarily individuals with specific physical disabilities who just do not have the opportunity to get onto a bus, a New Jersey Transit bus. Number one, because they are not outfitted to handle these handicapped individuals. But number two, the buses just don't exist up in these parts. Again, it's that northwest corner of the state. And we heard the same thing, by the way, from folks in some parts of central Jersey, especially down in South Jersey, where the New Jersey transit system just does not touch. So the access is not there. What does exist is not necessarily equipped for handicapped individuals. And that's why we want to do everything we can to ensure that the Access Link vans, which are the solution here, are reaching as many New Jerseyans as possible. That's what we targeted with this bill, which is now a law. And that's what we hope to see grow in the coming years. These Access Link vans expanding their offerings, working with other partners, the Ubers, the Lyfts, the taxi cabs. It could be a private limo for all we care. We want to allow Access Link to contract with whoever it takes to reach folks in the more rural parts of our state.
You know, Assemblyman, you make a great point. Some parts of New Jersey 30 or 40 years ago had nobody living in those areas, and now there are these bustling, cities and towns. So tell us more about, in your district, there's a rail expansion up to Andover.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So this one is very important to me, both as a member of the Transportation Committee in the legislature and as a Sussex County native. As I said earlier, we want to do everything we can to expand transportation options for folks in the more rural parts of the state. Heck, we're paying the state income taxes. Our businesses are paying the corporate business tax that is going to our transit system. It would be nice to see some of the rewards of those investments. And what we're working on currently, among other projects, is bringing light rail out to Andover. Andover Borough is in the heart of Sussex County. It's relatively easy to reach. Places like Sparta, Newton, Hapakong, Byram, even parts of Morris County. It's just a nice option for folks to get on a New Jersey Transit train and take it southeast from there, whether that's parts of Morris County, Essex County. They could even go into New York City from Andover. Currently, that option doesn't exist. We do not have New Jersey Transit trains in Sussex County, period. This opens up that opportunity, and I think it's a long time coming.
So where can we learn more information about all these new developments?
So the New Jersey Department of Transportation is in the lead on these major infrastructure investments. They are available online, as are all of our government agencies. Here in the 24th Legislative District, my legislative colleagues and I are staying on top of this, both on behalf of our constituents and, as I said, as a member of the Transportation Committee. So folks can certainly reach out to our office directly as well. We're serving Sussex, Morris, and Warren counties, and we want to make sure that once this rail line opens in Andover, our constituents know about it, they know how to go about using it, and we hope that it becomes a great success.
All right, Assemblyman Michael Inganamort, thank you so much for joining us on the New Jersey Morning Show.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
That's pretty great that they'll start putting transportation coming from that Andover area. I feel like that also helps people spread out a little bit in New Jersey when they have more accessible transportation in terms of
It
work.
gives you more than one option too, which
Yes.
is always important.
Yeah, for sure. Now, coming up, how one person survived a life-saving double lung transplant.